shit.
You have no defense. Die. With only one misc, you're practically powerless.
Yeah, you limited my misc. You corporate stooge. That's only a fraction of the muscles I can flex. Frank, put my new friends out to play.
You got it.
Thanos, start with the blonde. Keystone, you're with me. We're gonna put the corporate dickhead where he belongs.
What?
What is up, my tricksters? I hope you enjoyed that skit. That took a long time to put together. If I sound a little tired in this video, it's because I am. It is very late right now as of recording it, but you know, I am dedicated to you guys, so I'm gonna fight through it and force myself to stay awake until I finish the video. So, Frank, do you think I'm gonna get sued for that?
Oh yeah, you're totally getting sued. There'll be a lawyer on the front porch by tomorrow. Guarantee it.
Yeah, that's alright. Blue will get a snack in the morning. Ooh, maybe she'll share with Thanos. Anyway. This video is going to be my updated Shaddoll dinosaur deck. So we're going to be going into the replay footage real quick. I just want to let you guys know this is a work in progress. This isn't the final product, and I will be trying new things with the dinosaur deck, especially my Shaddoll variant, as we go. Or I might switch to another variant. I've been experimenting with another one. We'll see how it goes. But right now, this is what I'm playing. So let's check out the replay footage, and then we'll come back, and I'll show you the deck, and I'll talk about some of the changes since Miss Quinta won. All right, there you have it, guys. That was the replay footage. You got to see this deck in action. And I gotta say, I am so tired of Sky Strikers. Oh my god. Sky Strikers just got back into the metagame and I'm already tired of them. That was so hard. You guys have no idea how hard that was to get that replay footage, man. Them Sky Striker players are, oh man. And here's the thing, this deck actually can put up a fight against all of the meta decks, but if you are a multitasker like I am, or try to be, I should say, if we're being honest, if you're not paying attention, you are gonna make dumb mistakes. So eyes forward. Just FYI for you guys, because I would lose to all sorts of dumb mistakes, like picking the wrong monsters to super poly with and things like that. Ugh. Excuse me. Anyway, guys, so we got the typical double Tyranno. We got the Overtex because, you know, your boy is too broke to buy Archosaurs. So, you know, we're making do with what we can. Pankratops, and then this is one of our replacements for Miscellaneousaurus, because we are going into a format that is going, it looks to be like it's going to be more supportive of links, because pendulums need links. Salamangreat is very link based. Excuse me, Sky Striker is very linked based. And I really don't think Dragon Link is going anywhere. I think that we're just going to see a new version of it going forward. So I think Dragon Link could come back. So I think now is a good time to start maybe main decking Phantasmes. Phantasme also kind of serves that purpose that Miscellaneous kind of served in the previous version of the build of the deck, where, you know, Misk is kind of an extender. This is kind of like, oh, okay, we can use this guy to get to more of our combo pieces, and instead of you know, obviously putting cards in the graveyard, he spins them back to the deck. So, you know, I mean, that does kind of sometimes is a pain in the butt, but other times it really does just fix hands and put cards that we actually want back in the deck, like Shaddolls, Baby Dinosaurs, actually Overtex. You really don't want to draw Overtex, but it happens. Beast, Giant Rex, Shaddoll Dragons. This is very much like the last one. One Misk, unfortunately, because Konami doesn't have two brain cells to rub together, but that's a conversation for another day. Over triple Oviraptor. This is probably the card that actually should have got hit, if you ask for my opinion. Shaddoll Ariel, Windy, Triple Ash, because it's a necessary evil. I hate playing it, but, you know, you gotta play it. Double Penetrion, because, frankly, we don't have Argosaur, so there's really no point in playing the regular Baby Ceratosaurus. And we're also not playing the Scrap Engine, so... And then we have this card. Nemesis Keystone. You saw him in the skit. So what Nemesis Keystone's perk is it basically he special summons himself by targeting a banished monster that is in the banished pile. Excuse me. Excuse me. So the idea is we're going to be using Nemesis Keystone as a way to get back our Miscellaneousaurus. And another really interesting effect he has is if he's been banished during the end phase, if he was banished in that same turn, he has an effect that lets him add himself back to our hand. So he works well with all of the cards that banish. So basically our double evolution pill is a primary target to banish for him. I think that's the only one I currently have. But if our opponent banishes him, you know, he'll come back. Or if we Gold Sark him, this card is actually in here for him and for Giant Rex. Because Giant Rex is the primary target, but he makes a good second, because if we have to, we activate Gold Sarcophagus, pitch him, and then he'll come back. And basically, this guy makes it to where these cards can keep recycling our stuff. So, it's very useful. Feather Duster, because we are going into a format that I have a theory that is very, at least from the playtesting that I've seen and some of what you saw there, we're going to a very back row heavy format. You are going to want something like this in your deck. It can be Twin Twisters if you don't have Harpy's Feather Duster, but it's definitely going to be, you're going to need a back row that's going to at least hit 2 cards. Double Evolution Pill, which we try to capitalize off with Keystone and Giant Rex, so it's like, oh yeah, we're not really giving up anything. Shaddoll Fusion, this is basically Ash Bait, so our Dino plays can go through. go through. Fossil Dig, Rhoda. Terraforming, Lost World. Gold Sark, like I said, it's for Keystone and for Giant Rex. So, and like worst case scenario, if you can last long enough, you can get anything. Foolish Burial, it's mostly to send over text, but in a pinch you can send to Shaddoll and get that effect potentially. So there, or not, yeah, it's for overtext. Called by, because Misk is at 1, we need more defensive abilities that kind of do what Misk does. So basically we have Keystone to recycle the one we have, and then we have Phantasme and Called by to kind of supplement those uses. Because Phantasme, frankly, is another hand trap, which is potential hand fixing and resources to get to our other hand traps, or to get to our cards like the next thing on the list, Super Poly, which are really hard to respond to. So, and our Super Poly targets make a lot of sense. I mean, I'm sure that there's better ones, but you'll see in a minute. Lost World, it's just combos for the Oviraptor, also like Ash block. Basically what we're doing is we're chain blocking so we can block from Ash. This doesn't really affect too much for the Sky Striker player. It seems like a lot of them are playing Effect Veiler. Or, excuse me, I did warn you I was tired. Or Infinite Impermanence. So that is going to be a pain in the backside, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so now we go into our extra deck. So now we have our Shikinaga. Obviously, we can make this ourselves. We also can use this if we like already have, like, say, a double evolution pool and a Shaddoll Fusion that are good to go. We can send the Keystone. Excuse me. And make the Shikinaga. We also have Construct. We don't really have any good like targets except for like extra deck and like used up Tyrannos or Tyrannos we're not gonna probably get to use. Starting Venom. Dark Monsters, obviously. There's going to be a lot of them still in the format. Apcalone, basically the best monster in the Shaddolls. I really find myself summoning Apcalone more than I summon Winda. It's just having the ability to chain block, which is just super useful. Because you're either going to negate a monster, and then, like, there was one duel, I didn't get the replay footage because the person just kind of, like, bolted, so there was no point in getting it. But I actually chain blocked and then negated a Crystal Wing, so the Crystal Wing didn't have its ability to increase his attack and just beat over with a Tyranno. It was great. Then you got Winda, you know, our Floodgate, Mud Dragon, and of course also a lot of these guys are also like the Shadolls are also Super Poly targets. So, and that has come up. I have made this guy with like an opponent's Eldritch, so that's happened. Gustav Max, I have stolen games with this card that I shouldn't have been able to steal. It's still good. Vespinato. This card basically is get Oviraptor back for destroying my stuff and giving me searches. Logia and Dolka. Truth be told, if I had my way, dinosaurs would be a little more linear and would make these guys a little easier. Like, if I had my way, it would be like, we would have like, oh, if you control a dino, special summon me, and it'd be like a level 4 dino or something to make these guys, but Konami's probably not going to simplify the dino deck. Tornado Dragon, blowing up back row. Baguska does work in a pinch, but it's also a card that you can take out if you don't want to play it, especially because it looks like we're going into, like I said earlier, a back row format. So Baguska might actually come out, because if we're going into a more back row format, it might be more beneficial for me to play cards that either can't be targeted or can't be responded to, or other things, like just other cards. But that's, like I said, this is just the early stages. We have a long way to go for this format. Duelist the Timeless. Basically, this guy is draw for the most part, and then turn him into Vespinato, or make Big Daddy Tyranno bigger. Nightmare Phoenix, same thing as Tornado Dragon, it's back row hate, and Pentas Tag, another OTK enabler. We have a lot of like that, a lot of OTK enablers in this deck, and that's why I really like it. Now the sideboard here is just kind of a generic sideboard I threw together for online play, but you know, you don't have to play this. If you're just playing online, you can play whatever you want. I just threw what I know that I have and can afford in, because that's just how I prefer to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. I'm not really comfortable with playing cards that I know I can't pay for, like Lightning Storm, unless it's like I don't know I can't pay for them yet. It's a weird, my brain's a weird place. If my skits don't establish that, that probably does. But I'm very much like that. I prefer to play with what I can afford to play or what's in my personal collection. So it is what it is there. But yeah. So guys, let me know what you think about this Shaddoll Dino deck. Do me a favor, do me a solid, like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I am so tired. So if you guys could just do me a favor, show me some love, and let me know that all of this work was worth it, because I stayed up really late to get all this for you guys for Saturday. So, all right, heart you guys. I'm gonna go get a nap soon. I promise. Peace.